welcome back to Fabric Painting Coach. This is Elena. I hope this review will be interesting for you, as I have collected all the red paints, almost all the reds that I have, considering that red color is often one of the most dominating in a design. Many of you are trying to get it right and find the perfect shade that will reflect your idea. We know that reds can come in warm and cold tones. That's why I've come up with a circle kind of color swatch where I've already tried Jacquard Textile, Mars Red, and True Red. You can see the comparison in shorts. Is a guiding star for two color tones. I picked Crimson from regular acrylics and Burnt Sienna, because this is the warm shade of red, or some people might argue whether it at all is it red. But my point here wasn't to find an alternative red, it was to show you which tone, cold or warm, does the red fabric paint lean towards. I've got here a few brands. Jacquard, as I mentioned, Setacolor Pebeo, there is Vermilion and Red, Tulip Crimson Red. Let's see how much crimson it is as compared to regular acrylic crimson. Shuttle Art fabric paint. This one is from Metallic Color Palette. I still don't have their regular ones, maybe one day. And Marabu Fashion Spray. This one I'm going to spray separately because it also is a handy tool, just in a liquid form paint. And the last contestant is Colorful Fabric Colors. I'm going to open them. These guys have two shades of red, Scarlet and Vermilion. If you're not familiar, Vermilion and a regular red, they have a difference. So naturally, regular red is considered to be coldish, or medium red, you could say, but which leans usually mostly to cold tone, and Vermilion is usually mixed with a bit of yellow, and it has oranges shade. I hope it will be helpful for you to see the contrast. So I'll start with Tulip Soft. Here I go a little bit out of the tube paint. Even though I bought it forever ago, it's still really nice. It came out of tube, not dry. But it's so interesting. Check this out. You can already see, right? This Crimson Red and Tulip's Crimson Red. But let's not forget that Tulip is a DIY leaning brand, and I don't think it has a goal to mimic the fine art acrylics. It's just, I think its goal is just to create some colorful shades. This is so lovely. I would hardly call it red. It's more like salmon. Yeah, it's a very cute shade for cute floral or some kawaii style paintings, or little designs on t-shirts or tote bags. That's what Tulip is famous for. By the way, Tulip fabric paints do not need to be heat fixed. Indeed, Tulip stays nice and firm after laundry without having to heat set it. For some people and for some designs on different surfaces, on different textile surfaces, it could be quite a benefit. So keep in mind. Okay, let's move on to Pebeo Setacolor. We know Pebeo. I've got lots of reviews for it. It usually comes quite close to real colors. I mean, as they are advertised. The only difference, I must warn you guys right now, my red is not from Opaque series. It's from Suede Effect. That's why you might see a little bit of shimmer on this paint, and it's just slightly muted. That's just because this is how Suede Effect paints present themselves on once applied. And after you heat set them, they become nice and fluffy with velvety finish. It's a really amazing paint for basically a beginner also could totally use it. Just need to follow some application techniques and use the right heat setting method to make sure that 3D effect and plus velvety finish is nice and soft and not overheated or not underperforming. You can find on my channel a few videos where I'm using these fabric paints. But so far, regarding the color shade, I think you can see that this one comes quite close to Jacquard Textile Red. This true red, yeah. It really does look true red. And of course, Setacolor is always a reliable pony. Now next to it, of course, I'd like to position the Setacolor Vermilion shade. It's also could be quite valuable for some of you who is also trying to figure out the difference, which one to take, why there are two reds, or which one looks better. Okay, so this tiny jar is from starter kit of Setacolor. It was one of the like you could say one of the kits that I started my fabric painting journey from, because it's quite economical and it has a variety of paints. Very modest though. I think there are just only 6 shades, but they intelligently selected so you could mix up or just use them as they are. This Vermilion shade is opaque, so it's very versatile. Basically, you can use it either on dark or light textiles, on jeans, totes, shoes, canvas shoes, right? Until Pebeo Setacolor has created their leather line, like paints for leather. Opaque Setacolors were also quite well performing on leather as well. So if you guys ever wanted to try yourself on leather, to try to paint on leather, you can totally use Setacolor Opaque as well for your, testing projects. Can you see the difference? How could you describe it? This red from Setacolor looks deeper, darker, and somewhat colder, doesn't it? Now let's compare it to acrylic, crimson red, and burnt sienna. We can totally see which shade relates to which one better. So red from Setacolor is closer to the colder crimson from Montmartre, and Vermilion from Setacolor is clearly leaning towards the orangish or warm shade. It's important to understand because when we create designs, we'd like a color harmony, and one way to achieve it is to pick the right tone that is rather either cold or warm. The next contestant is, let's try Shuttle Art. This brand is really popular on Amazon. Oh wow, check this out. Oh gosh. Pebeo Metallic is leaning, it's just so close to Tulip. I should have placed them one next to another. I'll just place it here. Yeah, okay, let's not forget the Pebeo Metallic, and wow. Super duper pretty. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, I'm already having so many ideas of what to make with it. It's like watermelon pumped with mica powder. It's not glitter, it's literally metallic, like such a beautiful shimmer. Wow. And this is just one layer. Okay, to be fair, it's hard for me to tell where it's leaning. Clearly it's cold because it's got the silver sheen, and I assume there is this salmon underneath or as a base paint. So yeah, clearly it's not clear. What did I say? Is it warm or is it cold? I think it's somewhere in between because it's kind of 2-layer paint, cold and something warm. Yeah, because salmon clearly leans towards the warm shade. Then yeah, I think it's quite versatile. But that's, of course, guys, it's only in the case if you're okay with something shimmering in your design. By the way, I got a whole course dedicated to shimmering paints with a lot of description and explanations of how what is the smart ways to use shimmers, where it's really good and where not to overdo it, the ways of application, and a variety of art materials that come in shimmer, metallic, and glittery formats, or you could say like that. You're welcome to check it out on my channel. Of course, everything here is for free, and I'll be glad if it helps you on your creative journey. And the last one is a colorful fabric paint set. I have not tried it before. Did open it though. Okay, so it comes with this little pull. We'll review it in the review. Here are the two colors that we are interested in today. They are Scarlet and Vermilion, and let's see if there's any difference in them. I'll start with Vermilion. Still. Okay, nice. Okay, I like already how it looks here. Pretty. Oh my god, it looks very much like, that's not enough. Very much like Pebeo Vermilion as well, Setacolor, yeah? Very nice consistency. Just add just a tiny bit of water. Look at this and start. Let's compare. Whoa, we have a competition here. You guys, look at this fabulous color. The texture, like Setacolor. I bet they're big too. Really, really good texture and covering ability. At the moment, they're not watery, and I see they're very creamy, just like Setacolor. I'm impressed. Gosh, I always wanted to see if anything can compete as well with Setacolor opacity wise. I do like Jacquard very much. They are really nice fabric paints. They have a great selection of colors, but Jacquard textiles are semi-transparent, like semi-opaque, I would say semi-transparent colors. They are only good for light textiles, and their neopaque is not really in the same league with Setacolor, so yeah, I really like this. So this is Vermilion. We can see that it's from warm color palette and warm shade of red. Good to know. And let's try the next one, which is Scarlet. Scarlet usually is considered to be a cold red shade. And let's find out if it's truly cold. Same texture. Oh yeah, we got our own true red, which is really similar to Jacquard. And as per my knowledge, as per my experience, very close to Setacolor Opaque red. Because I will remind you, this is Setacolor Opaque, Setacolor Suede Effect. It has a little bit of shimmer finish only right now. After heat fixing, there won't be any. But that's just how it stands out from regular line due to the additives that are in the mix. Enough about Setacolor, we're talking about colorful. And they are really red. Okay. So my verdict right now is still it's not as red as Jacquard True Red. It's somewhat darker, but still very, very decent red. Let's see once the color settles, because I see that it's slightly changed after, but the Vermilion slightly changed after it's got just settled down into the fibers. I see that Vermilion is really, really close to actual orange color, not the bright one, but just. But I suppose, yeah, it is Vermilion, and you can see that the color representation on the tube and the actual color, they really match. Let's check this one. Yeah, it's quite close. And this is very important. This is, of course, what all of us are counting on. We want to see. We want to show this, of course, we cannot compare. This is shows so much shimmering. We want to see and understand what the color is going to be right after, like right when we look at the chart. And I think most of these brands have done a good job trying to delivering it. Apart from Tulip, I was expecting more Vermilion, but not salmon. This is really unique, in my opinion. Marabu Fashion Spray. It's really reliable. It stays on fabric really well. I'm going to give a little spray here. So as we can see, the color is kind of developing a little bit. First it came out like pink, but let's not forget that this is a liquid paint. Yeah, it's not as concentrated as let's say aerosol spray, because there you expect to see an kind of opaque paint, a really true color. Here, the color is diluted, but still, it's not an excuse not to deliver. This one, clearly it's red. I would say it's a colder red, but it's quite diluted. So it's visibly red, but not too bloody, I would say. Not that bloody. I hope it was useful for you. I tried to use some interesting approach to demonstrate the difference of the shade and to give you some choice. I think it's important to understand that when you work with fabric paints, you have a lot of opportunity, just as much as with fine art acrylics. We should not limit ourselves and the imagination by thinking that there's not enough of tools or materials to help you implement your design. As you can see, we have all sorts of shades and tones and textures to help achieve the ideas, no matter how small or big. I thank you for your time today. Let me know, was it useful for you, or what other comparisons you would like to see on this channel. Fabric Painting Coach is trying to help you stay creative, knowledgeable, and successful in your art. Take care, and until the next time.